Good morning, story timers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. We're so close to Christmas. Today is December 20th. We've got 5 days until Christmas, and it's so exciting. I don't know if you were here yesterday, but I was, and yesterday, guess who else was here? Santa Claus. It was so exciting. It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was great. Santa Claus was so amazing and awesome to take time out of his schedule to come and talk to all of us here at Storytime. And he was so, I don't know. He told us about the Santa key. And guess what? You know what? Wait, did I see it? Oh, I got something in the mail. Where did it go? Oh, you know what? Did I leave it downstairs? I'll have to bring it over for Christmas Eve. Oh, yeah, Christmas Eve. Guess who's going to be here? Mrs. Claus. She's going to be exercising with us. She will be alphabetizing with us, and she'll be helping us find Santa on the radar. Hey. We're going to be talking about what kind of cookies he likes. It's going to be amazing and magical. So I'm really excited. But guess what we're doing today? We're finishing the story about the Nutcracker. And then we have a beautiful princess story today. So we've got something for everyone. But you know the first thing that we have to do is wake up with what? Gratitude. That's right. Gratitude changes the attitude. Appreciation makes the day a lot better. Good morning, Ryan. All the way from the UK. And you know what today's letter is? Q. And we had P yesterday, which is Penny's birthday. I wonder if there's a letter Q name. I think there is. I think we have one name on the back of the letter Q. Guess what it is? You're going to have to wait and find out. But because there's only one, that means I'm going to read all of them today because Santa made sure that he had them. So it's kind of like the biggest tongue twister that ever was. I'm going to try it out. Maybe I should exercise first. What do you think? We practice healthy habits here every day. We practice the alphabet, the ASL alphabet. We know there are 26 letters in the alphabet, 13 letters in, whether it's by design or it just happens, and it was magical, is the letter M, and it stands for middle. So we shout out middle. We put our arms out to the side and we do some arm circles. Why? Well, because exercising is great. It gets your endorphins going. How did you remember that? That's amazing. You really are amazing. You're magical. So we are going to put our arms out. Good morning, Jerry Raisman. Nice to see you. We're going to practice the alphabet today seated because you know why? More people can do the exercises seated. If you're just not into exercising or you have an injury or a disability and you'd like to do your exercises seated, go for it. If you just really are tired, maybe you're laying down and you're watching Storytime that way because you're relaxing, well, you could use your imagination. And in your mind, you could either be exercising or you could picture the letters in different colors or they could stand for different things. It's pretty amazing. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental shoulder? Do your ears hang low? It's so funny how, it's wild that Dominic comes in and just says it, and it's like a Pavlovian response for me to sing that song. Okay, who's ready to exercise? Arms out. Get ready. Arm circles forward first. And A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle. Backwards. N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. Oh, switch. I forgot to switch. I was so excited about getting to the next part. Wait. T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Wow. And I'll tell you what, my arms are tired. I just walked Rusty, and walking Rusty is like an Olympic event that should be totally giving me the gold medal for. Myself and Courtney, we were walking him through the neighborhood, and he really is not good still on the leash. I need to get some training going. We need to get some training going because ever since he had his teeth out, he's gone wonka doodle. Like seriously, like crazy town. But we love him. He's cute. He's zany. He's ours. And, he's 7 months old. All right, so let's say that the letter Q is here, and we know that it's Q is this way because it's this way for G, so it's Q's downward. So we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Wait, P. Q. Hi, William. Welcome back. Oh, are you home from the hospital? I hope so. We've been praying for you. So Q is today's letter, but guess what? Because there's only one name, and it happens to be Quentin, and it's wild that Ryan knew that. He's magical. He's a soul sitter. We are going to have fun and read all the names. I'm going to see how fast I can do it. Maybe I should have some water first. What do you think? All right, I'm going to have a little bit of water first. Jerry Reesby, count us down. Water, please. Water is good for your body. Drinking water is great for every part of your body, but it's great for your skin to keep it hydrated. And we all have one thing in common in the whole wide world. No matter what you look like, no matter where you live, no matter what language you speak, we all have the largest organ on our body is our skin. And we want to take care of it from the inside out and then from the outside in. Yeah, I'm making up rhymes. Oh, good. I'm glad you're home. He's in Pennsylvania watching us. Okay. So I drink my water to the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it helps me, especially because of reading out loud. Here we go. Ready? Sometimes I want to drink so much more water. Like I just drank from like 10 to 11 there. Whoa. I want to make sure I have something for the whole time of story time. Okay, are you ready? I haven't read the whole list in a really long time. I was going to wait until Christmas Eve, but then I thought to myself, you know what? I am really excited about something. I'm really excited about making sure that Santa knows all the names of the kids that are on the storytime list. And you know, I think we're going to add another letter today. Let's add the letter R because I know that you're not going to be happy when I tell you this, but ooh, there's R. There's a lot of words there, a lot of names there. Christmas Eve will be the last story time of 2021. Yes, it is true. Christmas Eve. Christmas Day falls on Saturday. And the day after falls on Sunday. And I really think that I'm going to take a little bit of a vacation for the rest of the year and then decide what to do come January. I think I'm going to start to do some different things with my mornings and reading, but I think we're going to change it up a little bit. I know it sounds a little sad, but if I had enough feedback that said no, stay, perhaps I would. But quite honestly, there are so many things I need to get to, like finishing writing my book and taking time to clean up my storytime room to donate the books to all those in need. So I just wanted to let you know, I sat in meditation and I thought about it. So today we're going to add a second letter. So today, Q and R, right? So Q is for Quentin, R is for Ryan. He inspired me by remembering Quentin. And let me read all of it right now. So this is Quentin. Quentin, run around, do some laps. And then you have Ryan, Robbie, Roscoe, Regina, Ryan, and Riley. But don't worry, kids, because guess what I'm about to do? Read them all. Are you ready? Get set. And 3, 2, 1. Good morning, TJ, DJ, Baby Lewis, Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, Ella, and Ari, and Luca, Lucia, and Mia, Jax, Lennon, Nina Starr, Mark McCartney, Leah, Kristen, Holland, Austin, Brianna, Lily, Shay, Seamus, Cooper, Tori, Alex, and Hannah Lorraine. Good morning, Liam and Luke, Robbie, Kristen, Kenneth, Tiffany, Emerson, Ollie, Harper, Colin, Nathaniel, Cece, Lily, Hunter, Sophie, Giovanni, Grace, Jonathan, Kaylee, Joseph, Harper, Blake, Nathan, Aurora, Ariana, and William, Roscoe, Carmela, Byron, Scarlett, and Juliet, Regina, Jack, Grace, Claire, Allie, Andrew, Joseph, Maggie, Hannah, Angela, Riley, Olive, Madison, Jamie, Tripp, Jack, Serena, Sawyer, Jane, and Liam, Ellie and Andrew, Lena and Sabino, Deanna, Daria, Dawn. We've got Finn and Fletcher, Andrew, Kai, and Zach, Melody, DiPietro and Kayla DiPietro, Ellie and Kate from the UK, Nico, and hi, Patrick. We've got Jordan, Aaliyah, and baby Joseph, Paisley, Presley, and Liam, Vinny and Joseph, Maggie, Isaac, Peyton, Gavin, Patrick, Liliana, Melanie, Jane, David, and Liam. V and Izzy, Tabia, and Max, and Luca, Jake, and Maddie. William, our new friend, Emma, Liv, Blake, Sophia, Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan, Lucas, Isabella. We've got Fifi, Little Joe, Haley, Viviana, Bethany, Autumn, and Caden. Penelope Rose had a birthday yesterday. Bella, AJ, and Angelo, Bailey, and Michaela, and Tony, Ace, Ara, and Amber. We've got Penelope, Snow, and Nikki all the way up from the north. Layla and Edie, Leo, Tomas, and Alec Mashi. We've got Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vanch, Vishaka from India. We have Marcella from Nutley, Pierre, Juliana from Rome, Italy. And then, of course, my relatives. My little niece, goddaughter. We've got Marin and Molly, Olivia Rose, Jane Storm, Allie, Emily, Jake and Caitlin, and of course, the two hearts that walk outside of my body, Carly and Courtney. That was a lot. And I'll tell you what, I am just so excited because I know that Santa Claus is watching. He's got the elves watching, and Mrs. Claus will be here on Friday. So now that we've read all the names, we've made sure that all the kids are on the nice list that are here from Storytime. If you have any other ones that you want to add, go for it, because I'll make sure that Mrs. Claus gets it. And then my friend is here. I hope you were here yesterday and saw Storytime with Santa. Mrs. Claus will be here on Friday. Hello, Andreas. Good morning. Guten Tag. For you, it's Guten afternoon. Guten Tag. I just read your kids' names. Yes, I did. That's Tabia, Max, and Luca. What about that? I hope you're having a great day. And you know what's so fun? We are continuing a book today about the wooden soldier, or AKA the Nutcracker, right? You like my bubble wrap bookmark? It's really good for when you need to close the page gently and not make a sound, because I didn't want everyone to fall down. Well, really, it's all I had close by. And then we've got another fun book today. We are going to be reading 5 More Sleeps Till Christmas by Jimmy Fallon. Now, really? Yes, I know. Oh, my stars, it was magical. I will tell you something that I know it's really 4 more sleeps, right? Is it 4 or 5? It's so confusing. It's 5 days, but it's 4 more sleeps. But you know what? I wanted to read the book, but yesterday it was Santa's turn to read. And he read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and Santa lost his ho-ho, but he got it back, and we know how, right? Because Holly happened to write him a letter with the funniest picture, and guess what we found? We found a book about Holly Claus. So guess what? This day is just getting better and better and better. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to let's get to the books as soon as possible, because I want to make sure that we get through all of them. So, you know what we have to do next? Vitamin time. Let's take our vitamins, because they're good for you. It's healthy habits. Meet good manners. I'm so excited because you know what? We learned to say please and thank you. And we take our vitamins. Oh, good. What? Luke will be 23? Oh, on the 23rd of December, he'll be 18. Do you know who else's birthday that is? What is this hair doing right here? That is my one, my only, my bestie, Tracy Locke. It's her birthday too. She's also going to be 18 years old. And we'll sing happy birthday to Luca and to Tracy. I need to find a pen. Oh, where's my magic marker? I've got my Christmas pickle. Yeah, I think that's from Germany. But I can't, I'll remember. Or you could tune in, okay? Very cool, right? All right, look at that. Ryan already knows. 2 purple, please. All right, here we go. We say please. We say thank you. We take our guesses, and we have fun. And whoever gets to win gets to pick a page from the little yellow book right here. A Beginner's Guide to the Universe. Hey, Jim Tomlinson, one of each. Awesome. Okay, this is going to be good, you guys. Now we know we say, please may I have my vitamins. Thanks for my vitamins. Because there's a childproof lock. You're going to need some help. Now, remember that even though the vitamins look like candy and they smell like candy, they're not candy. So you can't take more than what you're supposed to. Mine says on the back, 2 recommended daily dosages, 2 vitamins. So now I'm going to pick my vitamins without looking. And let's see. Thank you so much for saying please. And next thing you know, I'm so excited. Okay, I've got them in my hand. I didn't look. This is also when we learn that we never chew with our mouth open or talk with our mouth full. No, 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 no. So, are you ready to see what the vitamins are? I am. Woo, woo, woo! And let's see who the winner is. Oh, next year you become the German children. Yes, I should, right? I should totally start to learn to read German. Imagine that. Wow, that'd be amazing. Donna Vee goes international, like language and everything. That would be a miracle, a Christmas miracle. Okay, here we go. The first vitamin up is purple. Okay, so right now it's either Ryan or Jim Tomlinson. And the next one is pink, Jim Tomlinson. I think it's the first time you've actually really guessed. You always say, good morning, sunshine. You tell us the weather. But you really, this is a miracle. This is called beginner's luck. If we were all at the roulette table of life with Jim Tomlinson, we'd all be doubling down our bets. So here we go. So please pick a page number from 7 to 158, and I'll be more than happy to read the message, the nugget of truth for the day. Here we go. If you're taking your vitamins, take them with me. Remember, no chewing with your mouth full, no talking with your mouth open. No, I did it backwards. No chewing with your mouth open, no talking with your mouth full. Why would you chew with your mouth empty? That's just shark-like. 1, 2, 3. Drink water. That's right. Thank you, Jerry Reesby. So tart. That pink one gets me every time. Right. Here we go. To the count of 5. Ready? I love water. Water is delicious. It's so good for you. I put my wishes in the water and the water in my stomach, really. And it's so good because it's like the opposite of putting a penny in a well and making a wish. You are the well. You are the wishing well. You put all the wishes into you because you are in charge of all of that. You can manifest anything you want. All right, page 73, please. Let's see what it says. Here we go. 73, hot off the presses. You can change how you feel in the twinkling of an eye if you just change what you view as important. So true. For whatever bothers you, not that it shouldn't, you know you are the reason it bothers you. Wow. The reason others might think they need you is because they won't yet believe they already have all that it takes to have all that they want, so they pretend you hold the key. And maybe sometimes you might be tempted to think the same about someone else. Practice seeing everything with spiritual eyes, and you'll find no predicament that can't be turned into an adventure, and no foe can't become a friend, and no burden that can't give you wings. Isn't that amazing? Yes, it is amazing. Thank you, author Mike Tooley, for this amazing book, A Beginner's Guide to the Universe, by author Mike Tooley, Uncommon Ideas for a Living, an Unusually Happy Life. Okay. Now it's time to get our storytime buddies out. Let's go, Bartholomew. Let's get Santa. Because Santa and Bartholomew are friends. Santa, look this way for me, please. Oh, look at it. They're measuring each other. And guess what? They're almost the same height. All right. So next thing we do is we send love and light out because we know that Santa goes all over the world on Christmas Eve delivering presents to all the good boys and girls, right? That is what we are told. But to tell you the truth, Santa gives more than that every day. He gives hope. He gives love. He gives joy. Because just thinking of him could make you feel really cheerful. Now, Here's a little elf who's also a helper. And can you believe this, right? That we are all Santa's helpers and we can all deliver joy, love, hope, and kindness and peace every day because a little bit of that Santa magic lives within each of us. So if we could just take that and share it, together we can elevate the vibration of the global population. One day, one good deed, one kind word at a time. How do you do that? By thinking of someone that you want to send love and light to right here, and then placing them in your heart. And then from your heart chakra, from mine to yours and yours to mine, we send out love and light. Are you ready? Okay, so we're going to send it out to everyone who needs healing, like Joni, like Lisa. Let's see. I'm going to send some to Rusty so that maybe he's not so squirrely. We could send some to Ryan because he had surgery. Jerry, because Jerry's just such a great participant of Storytime. Andreas, because you're always here too and you're all the way in Germany. Jim Tomlinson, I'm going to send you some love and light. I know you had some things you were going through. Really, I want to send it to everybody. And we should all send it to everyone that we see. See someone sad when you're walking down the street, send them love and light. See someone happy, you know what you could do? Send them love and light just for being happy. And on the count of 3, oh, you know what? Today, I know that it's someone's birthday that I just remembered, and I want to make sure that we sing happy birthday. Wait a second. I have to look back at my list because I know for a fact that it's somebody's birthday today, and I can't remember. I know it's Jatine's birthday because yesterday was Penny's birthday, and you know what? I'm going to have to figure it out because I hate missing people's birthdays. Maybe I'll just say a big old general happy birthday out. All right, so right now we're going to send love and light and happiness and joy to everyone watching. Ready? From your head, your heart, and your whole being. 1, 2, 3, go. That was beautiful, you guys. I really appreciate when you send love and light with me because it makes me realize just how easy it is to be kind and how powerful each one of us is. It doesn't even have to be while we're doing this. It can be any time of the day. So just remember, you are a powerful light worker. Let's put Santa here, his elf there. You guys can listen to the stories, okay? All right. Here we go. Let's ground our feet. Jerry, thank you for your goodness, Jerry Reesby. I appreciate you. I think it's awesome that you're here. All right. Are you ready? Ground your feet. Get ready because we are about to say I am and then whatever it is you want. Feed yourself only something amazing for breakfast because this is for food for your soul. Now remember, we all say enough negativity to ourselves every day. If you trip, you're like, oh, I'm clumsy. If you do something wrong, you might say something like, I'm not smart, but with a bad word. And what we want to do now is remember that as easily as you can say something negative to yourself, just as easy you could say something positive. So won't you join me in practicing that habit? Are you ready? Here we go. I am awesome. I am magical. I am smart. I am ready to read. I'm ready to read. Are you ready to listen to some stories? I have 3 great books today that I want to get to. I've already brushed my teeth. I've already taken my shower. I've already walked the dog and gone outside and been in nature. It's amazing. Gratitude is everything. And I was so grateful when I was outside because it is an absolutely beautiful day here on the East Coast and coming to you live from Nutley, New Jersey. And I will mention one more time for you just tuning in. If it's your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. That story time will be live Sunday through Friday for this last week of 2021. As of Christmas Eve, that will be the last story time of 2021. I will be doing all sorts of other things, showing up live, popping up here and there, doing some really fun things on TikTok and posting them. But as far as a story time that we've been doing since March 21st of 2020, this is going to be the last week. So I'm really excited to donate these books to children in need, and then that will leave me with no books to read. So I'm going to keep some of my favorites and make little videos out of them. But I want to say thank you to everyone who's watched for as long as they have, whether you have been watching since the beginning or just found me. I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Let us continue the Nutcracker. When last we read the book, we know that the Mouse King startled Maria in horror at the menacing Mouse King, who hissed and screeched with ghastly delight. When the valiant voice cried out from the dark, "To arms! To arms!" Lickety-split the Nutcracker leapt between Maria and the Mouse King, brandishing a long silver saber as he roused the sleepy soldiers from their slumber. They rose up at once and charged into battle. And oh, what a battle it was! Mice scurried to and fro beneath Maria's feet, garnishing their teeth. They were gnashing their teeth. I was reading it too fast. Gnashing their teeth as they stormed the castle gates. The soldiers inside readied the cannon, scattering the great mouse army with a boisterous boom. But the fight was far from over. Ooh. Thank you, Chuck Gill. I appreciate that so much. Yes, it is true. 2022 shall be something to look forward to. Clang, clang went the Nutcracker's sword as he fought back the Mouse King's relentless attacks. The ruthless rodent scratched and sliced and bit the Nutcracker until the poor little fellow found himself cornered with nowhere to run. Nowhere to run. Quick as she could, Maria pulled off her slipper and hurled it to the floor. The frightened mice fled in a flurry of fur, distracting the Mouse King just long enough for the Nutcracker to deliver the fatal blow. Oh no! The soldiers let out a triumphant cheer. But alas, the victory had come at a terrible cost. The Nutcracker stumbled and fell to the floor. Maria rushed to his side. "My brave little Nutcracker," she sobbed. The battered Nutcracker smiled through his crooked jaw. It's like Rusty. One last time before his eyes grew dark and heavy just as the clock struck midnight. All at once, the room began to swirl around. Maria and the Nutcracker arose to his feet. Only he wasn't a wooden Nutcracker anymore, but a handsome young prince dressed in a regal red coat trimmed with the finest gold threads she had ever laid eyes on. The grateful prince bowed and handed Maria her slipper. "Dear lady," he said, "your courage has broken the Mouse King's curse, and I am whole again. Allow me to repay your kindness with a visit to my kingdom, where I shall show you the most wondrous things imaginable." Whoa! Can you imagine a wondrous kingdom? No sooner had Maria taken the prince's hand than the walls of the parlor melted away to reveal an endless white snowfall for as far as the eye could see. A great silver sleigh appeared before them, and Maria climbed aboard next to the prince. With a wave of his hand, the sleigh took to the sky, higher and higher until her house was but a distant memory, and the village below was scarcely bigger than one of her Drosselmeyer's playthings. Oh, so lovely. And as tiny snowflakes fell all around, Maria stuck out her tongue, delighted to discover they tasted of sugar. Oh. The prince gave a whistle and sat down in the sleigh in a magical meadow that sparkled and shimmered with all the colors of Christmas. At last they had arrived in the land of sweets. Oh, I can't wait to see this. I love sweets. Whoa! Look at all the tasty treats. Candy canes, peppermints. Maria could hardly believe her eyes. Everything was made of cookies, cakes, and confections of all shapes and sizes. There were gingerbread mountains with buttercream peaks and a peppermint forest of candy cane trees. And in no time, all they had come to a glorious marzipan palace that glittered with gumdrops of jelly bean jewels. They were greeted at once by the sugar plum fairy, who welcomed them with warm steaming mugs of piping hot cocoa. Upon learning of her part in the Mouse King's defeat, the sugar plum fairy crowned Maria an honorary princess and declared a royal feast to celebrate the prince's safe return. Look at that. Gumdrops everywhere. With a wave of her hand, trumpets blared throughout the palace. Was one by one the good... With a wave of her hand, trumpets blared throughout the palace as one by one the good people of the kingdom presented Princess Maria with an endless assortment of mouth-watering treats from every corner of the land of sweets. There were bushels of butterscotch and bonbons galore, trays filled with tea cakes and toffee and more. From hazelnut truffles to Turkish delights, she savored the taste of each scrumptious bite. When Maria had eaten her fill, the royal musicians began to play a lovely Christmas waltz. The prince extended his hand with a bow. "Would you do me the honor, dear lady?" And Maria replied with a curtsy, and together they danced without a care in the world. Ho, ho, ho. See you later, Chuck Gill. As they twirled and turned and twirled some more, a strange sensation came over Maria. Perhaps she was sleepy from too many sweets, but they seemed to be floating high in the air. Clutching the prince, Maria gazed down on the distant palace to see the sugar plum fairy waving goodbye. Suddenly her head grew dizzy as if in a dream, and she felt herself falling from an immense height. Maria awoke with a jolt, safe in her bed. Sunlight sparkled through the frosted window panes. Christmas morning had come at last, but where was her precious Nutcracker? She leapt out of bed and raced to the parlor, only to find an empty handkerchief where she had laid the broken Nutcracker the night before. Oh, the poor Nutcracker. Where did he go? Poor Maria. Was it all a dream? Maria's heart sank in despair. But then Fritz burst in from the kitchen, smelling of freshly baked cinnamon buns. "Merry Christmas, Maria!" He pulled something from behind his back and handed it to his sister. Can you guess what it was? Why, it was a Nutcracker. Of course, Maria's Nutcracker, as noble and handsome and as regal as ever. His crooked mouth mended with teeth straight and white. As she cradled the Nutcracker in her arms, Maria couldn't be sure, but he seemed to be smiling. Because he was. The end. Wow, the Nutcracker. What a beautiful book. And you know what? Did this have a book cover? I thought it did, but no, it didn't. So we're okay. But are you ready for the next book? I'm so excited. This is called Holly Claus, the Christmas Princess. Well, thank you, Ryan. Roller coaster songs. I don't know roller coaster songs. Up and down and up and down. And here we go. All around. We take off the cover. Put it back here. We ask the book to come in and have a seat. I'm so excited. Good morning, Joni and Jeremy, if you're there. The pot pie looked delicious, even though I don't eat chicken. Maybe just some veggie pot pie. Okay, Holly Claus, the Christmas Princess by Brittany Ryan, illustrated by Laurel Long and Jeffrey Bedrick. The illustration on this book is beautiful. Ooh, look at the crowns. I love crowns. Wow. Look. This is such a good story. If you've never heard it, sit back, relax, and listen in, because this is a beautiful story. Forever is a kingdom far away, where magical and mythical creatures mingle with real-life heroes whose acts of generosity and compassion live on after their earthly lives have ended. Ringed with glittering glaciers, forever can sometimes be seen in the icy regions of our world. Here, griffins, fairies, and fauns live alongside immortal heroes, artists, champions, and great thinkers, of all whom continue their life's work in the kingdom of forever. And here, of course, lives the king of forever, the most generous soul of all, Nicholas Claus, also known as Santa Claus. Trying. One December night in 1878, a boy named Christopher was writing a letter to Santa Claus. Santa Claus receives thousands and thousands of letters at Christmas, but Christopher's letter was the one that changed history. Dear Santa Claus, you know I have never written. I could never think of anything I needed or wanted for Christmas, but this year I have a different idea. What do you wish for Christmas, Santa? You always answer children's wishes, but what about your own? Is there one thing in the world that you wish for but do not have? If you will post a letter back to me, I will do all I can do to bring your dream to life. Respectfully, your friend, Christopher W.C. I love this book. In forever, King Nicholas, also known as Santa Claus, was down his cheeks, and his wife, Queen Viviana, wrapped her arms around him. He was reading Christopher's letter. No one, Nicholas cleared his throat, no one has ever asked me what I wish for. Do you have a wish? Asked Viviana. I wish for a child. Nicholas knew it was the one thing he dreamed of, but did not have. His wish was granted. King Nicholas made an announcement to the magical inhabitants of forever. My people, this is a great day in our land, for Queen Viviana and I have been blessed with a baby daughter, the first child ever to be born in the land of the immortals. You have a princess, my friends, and her name is Holly Claus. Holly was a beautiful little girl filled with love. It was said that she had the purest and most compassionate heart of anyone ever born. Look how beautiful that land is. Oh, I love this land. Far away in another world, there lived an evil warlock named Huracan, who had once lived in forever. Because of his acts of cruelty, he had been banished from the land of the immortals and cursed with a painful band around his head and the loss of his powers. The curse could be broken only if he were to be loved by a pure heart that would be freely given to him. Oops. Oh no, look at him. On the day of Holly's christening, her godmother gave her a magic locket. The locket would protect Holly from harm and remind her of the power of love. That same day, Huracan invaded forever. Using his wicked powers, he encased Holly's heart with ice, forcing her to live only in a frosty world lest her heart should melt. Heracon foretold a terrible future for Holly. She would be free only if she were to marry Heracon when she was old enough to do so. Because of Heracon's curse, the gates of forever were locked and its inhabitants imprisoned. Santa Claus could no longer travel to the human world, and the wonder of Christmas disappeared altogether. Oh no! Oh no, no, no! What's going to happen next? Holly grew up in Forever, but she was often lonely without human friends to play with. She had a circle of animal companions. Tundra the wolf, her loyal guardian, Empy the funny penguin, Euphemia the wise owl, and Lexi the mischievous fox. Despite their company, Holly was often sad. "Papa," she said one day, "I know the truth. It is because of me the gates of forever are locked and you cannot bring Christmas magic to the world. If only I could do something to lift the curse." Nicholas reassured her by saying, "My beloved daughter, you are the joy of my life. You must know you are not to blame for our circumstances. I believe we will somehow find a way to break the spell and bring Christmas joy back to children everywhere." Oh, look. How beautiful. How sad. One evening, Holly discovered a splendid treasure sitting atop a grand pedestal in her father's library. The most magnificent book she had ever seen. The Book of Forever. Every inhabitant of the land had a special page describing the accomplishment or good deed that had earned their immortality. Holly found a page with her own name on it, beautifully inscribed, but below it, nothing was written. "But why is my page blank?" she asked her father. "It will be filled in time," he reassured her. "How?" asked Holly. "One day you will perform a unique act of kindness for the people of the world, and your generosity will be recorded here." Nicholas replied, "It's your life's purpose, and it will be made clear to you when the moment is right." Holly wondered how she could perform this special act if she could never leave forever. In her room, Holly had a magical telescope that showed her all the wonders of the mortal world. She loved to look at the beauty of the oceans and the bustle of the cities, and she longed to visit them someday. But she also saw a world without Christmas, a world where children's dreams and wishes went unanswered. In one place called Empire City, Holly could see helpless orphans wandering through the bitterly cold streets, and she began to dream of bringing them all happiness. See that? She's looking through her telescope. Holly found herself thinking more and more about the Empire City. She felt drawn to it by a force she did not understand, yet could not ignore. Might her life's purpose, the one that would earn her immortality and fill her page in the Book of Forever, be fulfilled there? But how to make the journey? "It will be made clear to you when the moment is right," her father had said. Finally, one night before Christmas Eve, Holly awoke to discover the sky glistening with a wondrous rainbow. The radiant arc of color appeared to form a bridge over the gates of forever. Instinctively, Holly knew this was her chance. Although leaving the boundaries of forever meant risking a meeting with Heracon and the possibility of never being able to return, Holly put all fear aside, harnessing her own team of reindeer to a sleigh with the leader, Meteor. At the front of her animal friends at her side, Holly soared across the rainbow bridge to freedom. They arrived with the dawn. The snowy Empire City stretched out beneath Holly, glowing with light and its own spirit. Gently, softly, the sleigh landed in Central Park. A ragged band of children was huddled around a small fire, and Holly approached them. She explained that she was new to the city, and one of the orphans, a boy named Jeremy, offered to help her find a job and a place to live. Way to go, Jeremy. Jeremy led Holly to Carol's Curiosities and Wonders, a shop filled with magnificent toys of all kinds. There, Holly met kindly Mr. Kleiner, who ran the shop, and its mysterious owner, Mr. Carroll. Mr. Kleiner offered Holly a job in the toy shop. All day long, she met an endless stream of children and helped them to find the toys of their dreams. Just as the rays of the setting sun were glinting through the windows, a tall, dark man appeared in the toy shop. He said his name was Hunter Hartman. "Perhaps you can help me, miss," said Mr. Hartman. "I have to buy a number of toys, gifts for the poor children," he added quickly. Well, of course, Holly agreed to help him, and together they selected dozens of toys. See that? Oh boy. Once Mr. Hartman had finished buying the toys, he invited Holly to attend the opera with him. Although there was something about Mr. Hartman that made her uneasy, she agreed to join him that evening. Holly wore a beautiful gown covered with magic crystals that made a pattern of enchanted lace. Mr. Carroll was at the opera too. Holly saw him watching her, and he felt as if they had known each other forever. After the performance, Mr. Hartman tried to entice her to remove her locket in exchange for a magnificent necklace of diamonds and pearls. All at once, Holly realized that Mr. Hartman was really Hurricane in disguise, trying to trick her, and she refused to remove her locket. Oh boy. Holly fled from Mr. Hartman and returned to the toy shop. It was late at night as she walked up the stairs and discovered a richly carved door. Holly gently pushed it open and beheld an amazing sight indeed. Mr. Carroll was standing on the other side as if he had been waiting for her. He showed her around his secret workshop. Holly was astonished by the hundreds of toys and inventions that bobbled and buzzed across the floor, through the air, and up the walls. Mr. Carroll and Holly talked late into the night about the wonder of the toys he had created. Look, there's the door. It looks like a clock. And there's the wondrous room with all of the toys and everything magical. "This reminds me of Santa's workshop in Forever," she told him. A strange look came over Mr. Carroll's face. "Don't you believe in Santa Claus?" Holly asked. "I did when I was a boy," he replied. "I even wrote Santa Claus a letter once asking what he wished for. And I got an answer." He laughed and pulled a dusty, unopened letter from his desk to show her. "But I had never opened the letter. That was the Christmas my mother went away, and I stopped believing in everything." Suddenly, Holly realized who Mr. Carroll was. "You are Christopher W.C., she said. "It was your letter that made my father's wish come true. And I am the child he wished for." Holly told Christopher the truth, the story of her life and everything about the kingdom of Forever and Hurricane and his curse and Santa Claus and her father. And Santa Claus, her father, but Christopher did not believe her. It all sounded preposterous to him. Holly knew that Hurricane would be back, and because she was in love with Christopher, she worried that Hurricane might try to hurt him. The only way to ensure his safety would be for her to leave the toy shop altogether. Taking the locket from around her neck, she gave it to Christopher. "I know you do not believe me," Holly said, "but promise me you will keep this forever. It will protect you as it has protected me." Oh my goodness, open the letter. Holly left Christopher alone in his workshop, feeling sad and confused. He opened the letter. Dear Christopher, in your letter, you asked me a question that I had never before been asked. I thought you should know my wish. It was for a child of my own. Because of your selfless love and willingness to give instead of receive, I have been blessed with a daughter, Princess Holly, and your name will be inscribed in the book of forever. Your admirer, Santa Claus. What? Christopher Winter Carroll stared at the yellowed paper. He knew now that Holly had been telling the truth. For a moment, he stood still. He must find Holly, for he held in his hand the locket, the one thing that would save her, and he dashed from the shop. Wow! Holly waited for Harricot in the park. The weather had turned warm because of the deadly spell that Harricot had cast. The snow was melting, and so was Holly's heart. She began to feel weak, and her breathing grew labored, and all at once Harricot appeared before her. Just say the word, and I'll save you, he sneered. You'll feel neither pain nor sorrow ever again for all eternity. Never, Holly whispered. Holly, a voice shouted. It was Christopher. In that moment, Holly knew how to conquer her enemy with love. She turned to the evil warlock. If you will let Christopher live, I will not only go with you willingly, I will love you. Harricot looked at her in amazement. How could she love him after all he had done to cause her misery? In his own heart, he felt a tiny bit of warmth begin to grow. And with that, his whole being exploded. Oh, in moments, the only thing that remained of Harricot was a small circle of ashes. The warlock's curse was conquered by Holly's act of love. Whoa! Far away in the kingdom of forever, the big gates swung open. At last, Santa Claus could once again bring the magic of Christmas to the world. Joining hands, Christopher Winter Carroll and Holly Claus stepped into the sleigh that would then take them home. Inside the king's library, shimmering words began to appear on the page that had always been blank. Holly Claus, the Christmas princess, the courageous young woman who followed her heart and saved Christmas with her love. Holly's story would now be inscribed in the book of forever for all time. Now every child in the world would know the magic of Christmas forevermore. Oh, look. From the desk of Holly Claus. My story does not end here. The magic continues. I live in the land of the immortals in the kingdom of forever. I would love to hear from you. So please send me a letter at the following address. Holly Claus, the Royal Palace in the kingdom of forever. The land of the immortals. Oh my goodness gracious. There's an address, you guys. I think I'm going to write to her. Maybe I'll write to her about story time. Okay, we have time for one last book. I need to put my book jacket on. The last book of the 20th of December, even though it's really only, is it 4 sleeps or 5? It's so confusing. Well, guess what? We have the best, cutest, sweetest book called 5 More Sleeps Until Christmas by Jimmy Fallon. Are you ready? From the #1 New York Times best-selling author, Jimmy Fallon. I love this book. I love the illustrations. So cute. Illustrated by local illustrator Rich Diaz, or I think it's maybe Rich Dees. I want to say that he's from Montclair, New Jersey. Here we go. Just 5 more sleeps till Christmas. Can you believe it's here? I know that Santa's coming soon because I've been good all year. 5 more sleeps till Christmas. I'm not sure I can wait. I got good grades. I fed the dog. I even cleared my plate. Gary's chew toy Peppy is helping me count sheep, but it's not working. We're still up. We cannot fall asleep. Just 4 more sleeps until Christmas and a visit from Kris Kringle. The halls are decked, the tree is trimmed, the bells are being jingled. The cocoa's hot inside the mugs, the candy canes are crunched. The popcorn tin is empty because the popcorn's all been munched. Just 4 more sleeps and then it's here. I have to go to bed. But visions of my favorite toys keep dancing in my head. It always makes me yawn when I see that. Now it's 3 more sleeps till Christmas. I'm looking at the snow. I'm watching every snowflake thinking 3 more sleeps to go. I'm cozy in my bed with lots of Christmas thoughts to think. Just 2 sleeps left when I wake up, but I can't sleep a wink. It's 2 more sleeps till Christmas. Why can't this day be done? If I can just get 1 more sleep, we'll be down to 1. Just 2 more sleeps and get through. Then Christmas Day will break. Just 1 more sleep plus another sleep. But still, I'm wide awake. One more sleep till Christmas. Is this day finally here? I put out Santa's cookies and the milk for his reindeer. I'm snuggled in pajamas and the stockings have been hung. The tree has been unplugged and all the carols have been sung. Just 1 sleep left till Christmas. The day is coming soon, and can it be? I think I saw a sleigh go past the moon. Look. Whoa. Today, it's finally Christmas. I run down to the tree. I can't believe it. Santa came. These gifts are all for me. Merry, Merry Christmas. It's really, truly here. And now I start the countdown. Only 364 more sleeps till next year. Wow. 5 more sleeps till Christmas. Today is the 20th. We have 5 days to get to Santa Claus coming on Christmas. I will be here up until Christmas Eve with Mrs. Claus on Friday. She will be going over healthy habits and exercising with us. So much fun tracking Santa Claus. And I am just so grateful to be here. This has been a fun month of December. And reading all these books has just been a joy for me. This is 5 More Sleeps Till Christmas by Jimmy Fallon. Today we read Holly Claus, which is one of my favorite books. And it's such a sweet story. And of course, we finished the other half of the Nutcracker from 2 days ago because yesterday Actually, we started that. We read the Nutcracker beginning on Friday. Santa Claus was here on Sunday. And then today we finished it up. So I want to say thank you so much for being here today. And we always end each show with a hug. So please, won't you put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right. Give me a hug. I'll give you one back and everything will be all right. I'm so excited. I'm so blessed. And I want to say happy birthday to Michael Spee and his daughter. And I can't remember if it's Carly or not. So happy birthday, sweetheart. And here we go. Let's breathe ourselves out. I am amazing. I am filled with joy. I am excited for Christmas. I am totally content. Thank you so much today for being here and every day. And I love you guys. See you tomorrow. We had Q and R. We'll have S and T. And then tomorrow's Tuesday. U and V. Wednesday. Thursday will be W and X. And Friday will be Y and Z. We finished it up. We are magical. This is magical. I thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Have an amazing Monday.